Have you ever started a project thinking it would be simple? Free plan, everything there it seemed perfect. But along the way something doesn't fit. One piece is bigger than it should be, another doesn't fit, and suddenly, you stop. And then comes the doubt, do I not know how to do it, or is the plan wrong? That's the question almost no one asks, but they should. If this has ever happened to you, know that it's not a lack of skill. It's frustrating to invest time, energy, even money, and feel that the result doesn't depend only on you, because you followed the plan. You tried to do everything right, but even so something went wrong, and that makes it seem like the problem is with you. But often the problem started even before you touched the wood. The big question isn't whether the plan is free or paid. The real question is this plan complete enough for you to build without having to guess? Because in woodworking the difference between getting it right and getting it wrong lies in the details the plan shows or hides. Let's understand how this happens. Because free plans aren't all the same, but many follow patterns that create problems. Type 1. The pretty plan. This is the one that catches your eye. Perfect image, well-presented project. But when you look closer, details are missing. It doesn't have complete measurements, it doesn't have a clear sequence, sometimes it doesn't even have a cutting list. It inspires, but it doesn't guide. Type 2. The plan made for content. This type of plan exists to generate visualizations. It shows the final result, but it doesn't concern itself with the complete process. You see the before and after, but you don't see the during. And it's exactly during the during that the problems appear. Type 3. The incomplete plan. This is the most dangerous, because it looks good. It has measurements, it has some instructions, but it skips important steps. It assumes you already know things you might not know yet, and that's when you start guessing. Now let's look at real situations. This causes example 1. Unexplained joints. The plan says nice with pocket holes, but it doesn't say how many screws to use, what size, what depth, if you need glue, how to position them. And then what was a simple step becomes a moment of doubt. Example 2. Wood with unrealistic measurements. The plan calls for wood of a specific thickness, but it doesn't consider that in practice this varies. And this small difference affects joints, alignments, and cuts. Result: nothing fits perfectly. Example 3. An order that doesn't work in practice. The plan says assemble everything and then adjust. But when you assemble it, you realize you should have made adjustments beforehand. And now what? It's already glued, it's already fixed, and fixing it becomes much more difficult. Now let's talk about something very important, the positive side of free plans. Yes, they have value, and a lot of it. They are great for understanding how projects are structured, learning the names of the parts, visualizing proportions, practicing on simple projects, especially things like simple shelving units, supports designs with low precision. In these cases, small errors don't compromise everything. But where do they fail? Exactly where it matters most for beginners: correct sequence, detailed measurements, clarity of joints. Adapting to tools is what transforms a simple project into something frustrating. How to avoid falling into this trap? Before starting any project, do a quick test. Ask yourself, do I know the size of each piece? Do I understand the assembly order? Do I know exactly how to make the joints? Does the plan consider the tools I have? Do the measurements make sense with real wood? If you can't answer this, you're not ready to cut yet. And this can save you a lot of time and a lot of material. Here's the most important point of all: free plans don't cost money, but they can cost a lot in mistakes. Because the price you pay is in uncertainty. And in woodworking, uncertainty turns into waste. So the next time you find a plan, don't ask yourself if it's free. Ask if it's clear. Because a good plan isn't one that looks pretty, it's one that guides you without doubts. In the description of this video, I've included some material that can help you avoid exactly this type of problem. It's designed to give you more clarity, more security, and less trial and error when building. If you want to progress faster and with less frustration, it's worth checking out. And if this video helped you in any way, subscribe to the channel and share it with someone who is also going through this. Because when you understand what to look for before you start, you stop wasting wood and you start building with confidence.